Hello, and welcome, friends. The NBA free agency gates are open on the 20th, which means it's time to find some sports cards to buy so that we can take advantage of the perceived hype and sell into the market. So today I'm sharing with you a couple of ways that I find good sports card deals. These are the types of places where you can spend $50 and get $1,000 worth of cards sometimes. One you probably have some idea about or have heard of, perhaps you've even used it yourself, and then the other one is probably one that you haven't heard of. But it's become one of my favorite places to both buy and sell cards. So without further ado, let's get into the action. First up is OfferUp.com. Now, one of the ways that you guys are going to make a good amount of money on sports cards is when other people make mistakes, meaning they sell something for too cheap or they let something go and they aren't really sure what the value of it is. Whatever it is, when you have more knowledge about something than someone else does, they could make a mistake on the price. Not everyone is going to maximize the value of what they have, or they're not necessarily interested in. Sometimes people just need to get rid of shit. They're just like, get it out of my face. You're like, but dude, this is worth $1 million and I could totally get $1 million right now for it all day at the 24-hour pawn shop right next to the prostitute. And he said, I don't care about it, man. Just get it out of my face. I don't care. I got no use for it. I got no space. So everybody has a different motive. We've talked about that before. People have different motivations, needs, desires for why they're selling something. OfferUp is generally going to be local. I can't tell you whether it's going to be amazing or terrible in your area. I know that I've looked at my friends. He lives in Washington, and I'm always like, hey, man, check out this OfferUp. You got to check out OfferUp. And then I see that all they're selling in his area are trees. If you take a look in your local area, you might be able to find all kinds of cool shit on here. So right now we're looking at the one in Las Vegas, and you can go right up to the search. One of the things I search for the most are records, because I sell a lot of vinyl records. And I don't know why you're trying to tell me what I type in, not what you type in. So you look up records and you can scroll down through. We're going to type in cards because you want to see sports cards, you want to see Magic cards, you want to see Pokemon, all of these different types of cards that you can buy, flip, invest in, whatever. So then you just search, and it's going to sometimes take a bit of grinding to find a good deal. Sometimes you're in the right place at the right time and $1,000 falls into your lap for $40. That's not always going to be the case. Sometimes you're going to find that deal where you spend $200 and you make $300 total. So you get a little bit, 50% ROI. Still not bad. Depends on the amount of work that you would have to do to accrue that value. Along with my eBay listings, I keep tabs open on the side with a couple of different searches that I like, and I'm constantly kind of refreshing the page just to see if anything comes up. Now, I will say this, that after COVID-19 hit, as more people were turning towards places like OfferUp to buy and sell, this became a little bit more of a competitive marketplace, but nonetheless, it still has a lot of value, and you can still find great deals. It's something that's way better than Craigslist, which is essentially a dinosaur at this point. I mean, I don't even think the people selling on Craigslist sell on Craigslist. So we're scrolling down, tons of Pokemon cards, and we see old basketball cards free. Now, I got to tell you guys, this is not going to be free. And this is a dude that I've dealt with before. He's a nice guy. Probably make him an offer on these and try to get these from him later. But this is his listing. Make an offer, free. But you can see right here we have a stack of 1986 Fleer, and it looks like about 25 to 30 cards. And you know that on average, in not great condition, you can get about $3 or so after fees and everything for these cards. So that right there makes this lot already worth like 60 to 70 bucks. And there's a Barkley on top of the other stack, a couple of these all-star cards that are worth a couple bucks a piece, and I'm probably going to be trying to pay somewhere in the $30 range. Not a bad start, but yeah, OfferUp is one place where you can find some pretty good deals. And again, I don't know what it's going to look like in your area. They have all kinds of different categories to look at. I do the collectibles category. I also do the search. Because you never know when someone's going to stick something in the wrong category, you know what I mean? You never know when something's going to get put in the wrong spot. Now, I would caution you to be careful. There are going to be some weirdos on OfferUp. There are going to be some scammers, and we live in Las Vegas, so there's a bunch of tweakers on here trying to sell their grandmother's underwear. I mean, it's just really strange. Be careful who you're dealing with. Make sure that you're meeting in a public place if you're doing a deal. Make sure you see that they have some sort of a track record on here. You don't want to meet up with some random dude in a parking lot at midnight, with no lights anywhere, and he's got like no feedback at all, and you're buying $1,000 worth of cards off of him. Chances are you're going to get get hit in the head with a crowbar. So I found this to be a great source for getting deals on pretty much anything from sports cards to video games. So maybe give this a shot and see if it works in your area. Next up is Hybid.com. It's a really unique and interesting way to find sports cards and pretty much anything else out there. Comic books, vinyl records, whatever it is that you're looking for. It's essentially a large garage sale. As you can see on the side here, there's 98,000 listings in collectibles and over 672,000 listings total on Hybid right now. So we're in the trading cards section, and right now I've got it sorted by biddable lots. And I'm not searching by zip code, but you can certainly do this because, like I said, when it comes to shipping on Hybid, you have to message the auctioneer a lot of the time. They are local auction houses where you need to go and pick up your items, and they often have it so you have to pick it up in the next few days. If you find something on here that you want, click the Contact Auctioneer button and say, hey, I'm interested in purchasing this lot. I'm from here. You guys are located here. Can you please tell me what the process would be and how much it's going to cost me in total for shipping? The other negative thing here is that they do charge a buyer's premium. When you're dealing with auction houses, like those big heritage auctions, all that shit, you know, the expensive art auctions, whatever, you're going to be dealing with a buyer's premium, which means they're going to charge you X% to be a buyer, and then they also charge the seller. So these guys are just raking in the cash hand over fist. So make sure you check out what the buyer's premium is. At my local auction, it's 18%, which is insane, but what are you going to do? It's their kitchen, and they're going to mash the potatoes the way that they want to. And you can find all kinds of crazy shit on here. I've purchased, about $1,500 worth of sealed vinyl records for $80. And sometimes shit just makes no sense, guys. Like right here, you're looking at a 1988 Topps Walter Payton record breaker card, and there is one bid on it, $5. Albuquerque, New Mexico. You guys both, we all know that this is like a $2 card at the most. This is like something that you would pay a penny or a nickel or whatever, or you just wouldn't pay for. It would come free in a collection, but someone is paying $5. And that's what I mean. You just never know what kind of price you're going to get. And since it's locally based, a lot of the time you get a metagame of price value based around wherever that location is. So if that's Albuquerque, New Mexico, maybe those 88 Topps football cards are really hard to get there, and people are going to pay more for them in that area. So it's important to consider the local metagame. You'll also get people making mistakes like this. They say Giannis rookie card lot, and it'll just show you one card in the main listing. And here's a little tip for you guys. You need to put everything that's in your listing or everything that's for sale in your main picture, because people shop with their eyes. They're not reading your text. They're not seeing their text and going, oh, it's a lot, and then look at the picture. They're scrolling as fast as they can for something that catches their eye. That's why they call it catches your eye, like Jason Voorhees, Friday the 13th, man. Harpoon. You guys remember that? That was a great 3D movie. Fantastic stuff. Good date night material. Look at this. You guys could do better than this, right? Like, I could do better than this in my sleep, man. Who the hell put these pictures up? It's like a long way, and you got that corner of the card cut off, and, this would be great if it was a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, because crust. But what the hell is this, man? I don't know if you guys follow Michael Rappaport on Twitter, but I'm going to have to start calling that dude Michael Dracacourt, because he's starting to look like Christopher Lee's Dracula. So if you guys haven't checked out Hybid, maybe give it a shot. Take a look. Go digging. It's like we're miners, We're sifting through the sand, looking for that tasty chunk of gold. Thank you for joining me today. If you guys enjoyed this content, please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a comment below, and let me know how you find your best sports card deals. A blessing of 1,000 sharp corners upon you, my friend. I'll catch you on the flip side.